Hey, Danny. Have you been getting bullied by that mother-in-law of yours again? I heard about it from Mom, but that's too crazy, right? I never thought that she'd start to even call Mom and Dad's house like that. I'm sorry, she must be causing all kinds of trouble for you both now, too. She really is. Because you can't seem to make any children, she's now started to call us all the time and complain about you. Mom was crying her eyes out after that last call with her. She was telling Mom that her daughter was never raised correctly and that you are nothing more than a faulty product now. My husband and I not having luck making kids in my family have nothing to do with one another. That right there is taking things a bit too far. But hey, your in-laws getting that upset about you right now is something that can't be helped. You've been married to their son for 5 years now, right? Yet for some reason you guys have still not had any kids at all. If anything, I'm starting to feel bad for the rest of the family now. What? How about you give me a try with your husband, Mike? Unlike you, I'm still very young and healthy. I'm sure I'd be able to get pregnant on the first try with him. Then not only would Mike and his mother be happy, but so would the rest of our family. Would you stop talking about that? That's not even funny if you meant it as a joke. Handing over my husband to my little sister? What? I was actually being quite serious about that, though. What did you say? I mean, your husband is a really good-looking man, right? And when it comes to his family, they're realtors who all have a lot of land and money right now. I would love to be like you, turning into a housewife that doesn't have to do anything besides enjoy herself with all that money. I haven't been enjoying myself here, though. Mike has told me that because I can't seem to get pregnant at all, he's no longer giving me any more money. Right now, he's not paying for anything of mine at all, so I've had to start using up a lot of my savings. And on top of that, I'm having to talk with my mother-in-law at least once per day, listening to her screaming at me. Wow. It's like you're actually having to go through hell right now. Then wouldn't it be best for you to give me Mike right now? I'm much more likely than you to get pregnant, and if that's not selling my point here, I'm also cuter than you. I might seriously go out and steal him from you right now if you're not thinking about handing him over. Excuse me? I'm at that point now where I'm going around looking for a man of my own to marry now. But so far I haven't found the type that I'd like to settle down with for the rest of my life. Actually, the only one who's my type so far is Mike. Your type? Mike is your older sister's husband, though, Kelly. That doesn't mean anything to me. If I were to actually try with him, it would only take me a second to win him over and into my arms. But having to watch your husband leave you for your little sister is rough, right? That's why I think it would be best for you to ask for a divorce right now before that has to happen. Huh? That's me being kind to you as your little sister. It's not like you're ever going to bear any children for him, right? I think a useless woman like yourself, who can't even do her biological job, should just get lost. And then let me have the seat next to him as his wife. I can't believe you're saying things like that to your older sister right now. Right now, I'm not in the mood to even talk with you anymore. For the time being, leave all of this be and leave me alone.
Hey, Danny. Rejoice! I went and got the divorce paperwork from the courthouse. I'm freeing myself from you now, so make sure you sign those pronto.
What?
I'm coming home right now. So you get your best pen ready to sign these for me. When I'm home, you just sign away until I say stop.
Hold on a second, Mike. Why are you wanting to get a divorce now like this?
Because it's been so long now, yet you still have not gotten pregnant after all the attempts I've made? It's been 5 years and you still haven't given me a child. After taking a second to really think about things, I came to the conclusion that I need to get rid of you.
No way.
And let me just say this divorce is for your sake. So go ahead and thank me for all this.
What did you say?
I had no other choice but to do this because I felt so bad for you. Because you haven't been able to get anywhere in terms of making a kid. You've had to be blamed by everyone in my family. Seeing the woman I love being made fun of and picked on by everyone has really started to get to me. I don't want to see it anymore. That is why I'm getting this divorce for you. This is a divorce bound in love. That is coming from my soft and caring heart.
What What the hell has gotten into you, Mike? Did you slip and hit your head on something today? You have never been that kind of a person with me before, right?
Excuse me?
Out of all the times your mom has come and picked on me, not once did you step in to help me out. If anything, you were always joining in with her to help make fun of me and make me feel terrible. You would call me useless and garbage for not getting pregnant, and that's why you stopped ever paying for any of my needs? It's a bit strange that you'd want to be getting a divorce now for my sake of all things. Something is really fishy here, Mike.
What about all this is fishy to you? It couldn't be helped that my parents made fun of you and I had to join them. They were both upset of you because they worried about me. It'll be completely screwed up for me to get upset with them for caring about me, right?
Hold on. Whatever happened to you protecting your wife as the husband?
Also, when it came to the money, I did that for your sake as well. I was trying to make it look like you could take care of your own costs, alright? And that way, my mom might have thought twice about you before getting upset again, right? I stopped paying for all your needs in order to make you look like a good wife.
Huh?
To me, you have been the most loving woman I've ever been with. But that's the reason why I want to become free of you. Me allowing you to get away from my angry parents is my way of showing my love for you.
Okay then. If you're saying something like that about this, then I can understand. You and I can get a divorce now.
Seriously?
But could you give me a bit more time to get myself ready to leave? I want to take a day or two to make sure that you haven't been cheating on me or anything.
What? Why would you want to look into something like that? I would never cheat on you, would I? The only woman I've ever loved is you, Danny.
That's what I'd love to think, but I'm not believing that anymore. After all the times I'd been picked on by your mom and dad, yet was never protected by you? After all those times you joined them in laughing and making fun of me? And after all those times you would never come with me to the doctors to try and work on fixing this whole issue we've been having? You becoming all kind towards me like this? Something does not sit right with me at all, and I will not trust you just yet. I think there might be another reason, the real reason, behind why you're pushing for a divorce from me now of all times.
Excuse me?
Are you sure you're not with another woman right now? And you're wanting to be with her now, hence the sudden desire for a divorce from me? Perhaps that's why you're getting a bit worked up now? You don't want me to find out about you cheating on me this whole time, or else this divorce will become more of a pain in the ass for you, right? You've been wanting to get this divorce as quickly as possible so that you could walk away with all your money.
Do I really look like the kind of man with all those kind of schemes? I get that things are a bit stressful for you right now, but I have always loved you and not anybody else.
Well, if you really haven't been cheating on me, then me taking a look into it shouldn't be a problem for you at all, right? All you have to do is sit back and wait for me to be ready. Yet for some reason, you really are breaking a sweat right now over this. Why is that, Mike?
I'm not breaking a sweat over any of this.
If you're really as kind as you're saying you've been, then you'll understand why I'm wanting to do this, right? You'll allow me to look into things until I'm satisfied with the answer, right? Now, I'm off to start looking into all of this to find an answer that I'm satisfied with. So give me some time, please. After that, we can get the divorce. Going out of your way to look into what Mike's been up to is so annoying. Just hurry the hell up and sign those divorce papers already. You've always been such a troublesome woman for Mike, and that's the exact reason he's abandoning you, dumbass. Coming at me like that for no reason at all is a bit of a shock. What exactly do you want to say to me? You were told yesterday that you'd be getting a divorce from Mike, right? But in the end, you started to suspect that he's been cheating on you with someone else, right? Well, your gut was right. He has been with another woman, and that woman just so happens to be me. How's that? Are you happy with this answer now? I kind of figured that would be the outcome. But coming out with all that before I even got down to investigating him? I had to, because you're being such a pain in the ass, all right? I knew that you'd figure it out soon enough, so it was just quicker to tell you the truth and move on with it. It's best for us to just pay you a settlement so that we can get moving with our marriage. I suppose you're right. Telling me like that actually helps me out a lot as well. But could you please tell me why you started to go out with my husband behind my back like that? He is your older sister's husband, of all people. I told you before, right? I want to become the wife of a rich man and have a life filled with money. And that requires me to have a man that can make that happen for me. Well, aren't there plenty of other rich men in this city you could go out with? I mean, we're living in LA, so it's not that hard to find men with loads of money. But when it comes to men with money, they're usually all married, right? I don't mind taking them away from their wives, but having to deal with the aftermath is always a pain. I wanted to avoid all of that, hence the idea I had. If I were to steal one of my family members' husbands from them, they wouldn't get as upset with me, right? Huh? And then when it comes to you and Mike, your relationship has gone sour over you not being able to provide his family with a kid. Actually, there are so many people who will be happy over me taking him from you. So you used that kind of a BS excuse to steal my husband away from me? I opened up about what's been going on here, so hurry up and get that divorce from him now. Right now, I have his child in my belly, so I need to hurry up and get married with him before said baby comes out. What did you just say? Kelly, you're pregnant right now? Keep this a secret from Mike, all right? I want to surprise him, so please don't tell him or anyone else. Are you really pregnant right now? There has to be some kind of a mistake there, Kelly. There's no way that's the case, right? I made sure to go to the doctor's office and have them test and confirm it for me. And if you still don't believe me, I have the paperwork from that visit, which I can show you. No way. I knew that younger women always got pregnant quicker and more effectively than you old hags. I'm so much better than you are. I see. Then I suppose I really do need to get this divorce now. Kids have to have their parents around, after all. You really tried your hardest to get pregnant, but never ever could, right? I'm so sorry that I went and got pregnant with my brother-in-law like that. But once I have this baby of ours, you're still going to come out to spoil them as their aunt, right? Sure, and congratulations. Oh, you're trying to act all tough now is hilarious. Especially when I know you're not happy about any of this one bit. Now, please get that divorce right now for me. Thank you for getting that divorce from Mike so quickly for me. Because of that, he and I were able to hand in the marriage papers just a second ago. And with that, starting today, I am Mike's wife. I am the wife of a well-off man who will provide everything for me. Congrats, Kelly. Your dream of having to do nothing at all and live in luxury has come true. And the baby inside me is doing great as well. I'll make sure to show you them first when they're born. Mike's and my angelic little baby. I'm really pleased that you would do that for me, but you really don't have to show that baby to me. I really don't want to see the baby you had with some random man from who knows where. Huh? Also, there's one other thing I wanted to congratulate you on. Congrats on getting another man to take care of your kid for you. What? Are you going to talk with Mike before you have that baby? Or do you plan to hide all of that from him forever? Well, whichever one you choose, you'll be living in hell either way. Wait a second, Danny. What the hell are you going on about right now? Why would you say something as rude as that to a soon-to-be mother like me? I'm not using Mike to be my child's father. Mike is the father of this baby. But how else did you end up getting pregnant then if it wasn't with another man? He has a sperm cell count of 0, so there is no possible way you could have gotten pregnant because of him. Huh? He has a sperm cell count of 0? What? You're telling me that Mike, he can't make babies? Yes, that's right. I had a doctor go ahead and take a look at him the last time we went together. And the doctor found out that he literally has nothing in his junk. That was pretty much the doctor saying to him that there was no way he'd ever be able to have kids of his own. Well, there was one way, but that required Mike to have to go through some treatments to help boost his sperm cell count. Huh? You're lying to me, right? There's no way he's infertile. Because right now, I'm pregnant with his baby. There's no way this baby could be another man's. Oh? So you have an idea now of who that baby's real father might be? No. Wait. This all has to be a joke, right? A lie. Because even if I do remember someone, it was only a one-night stand of all things. I just ran into a friend of mine from back in high school was all. For that to have gotten me pregnant with this baby I'm carrying now? I guess you being young does mean you can get pregnant relatively easily. Just like you were telling me before, right? No way, wait. There's no way this could be happening right now. There's no way that old friend of mine could ever be a good father to any kids. Well, trying to force a man that can never have kids to become a father is far worse, right? But right now that old friend doesn't have a job. In the past, he was this really hot-looking guy that I loved so much, but all he ever did was join a band that isn't doing so well, and he's turned out into this not-so-good-looking guy. There's no way I could be having a kid with a man like that. I just became the wife of a rich man as well. Being pregnant with the child of another man right after you just got married makes me feel pretty sorry for Mike now. Wait a second, Danny. If you knew that he was never going to be able to get me pregnant, why did you wait until right now to tell me that? Something as important as that should have been told to me the moment I started talking to you about Mike. Oh, but that would have been so boring. What? You really thought that I'd just let the two bozos that stabbed me in the back run off and have a lovely marriage together? Absolutely not, Kelly. That's why I didn't say anything else to you. Him being infertile should have been something you knew ahead of getting married to him. But Mike would have never been able to tell you that, though, because I never told him what that doctor told me. What? So not even Mike knows that he's infertile right now? He never wanted to talk about working with me to fix not being able to have a baby, and it took me a year to finally get him in to see a doctor. Considering how perfect he thinks that he is, even if I'd told him about his 0 sperm cell count, he would have never believed me. If anything, he would have gotten upset with me over that. And that's why I never told him anything. No way. And when it came to his parents, the both of them would often tell me that it's embarrassing to go out and get help for being infertile. They would give me all these absurd reasons as to why it was embarrassing, and then would never let me talk about it with them at all. If there was no way his parents would let either one of us get treatments for it, what's the point of telling Mike that he's the infertile one? I was told by the doctor that based on the condition of Mike's testicles, the only way he would be able to impregnate me is with some medical intervention. I'm sure that's probably the case, but for this to... What should I be doing about this right now? I just told Mike about how I'm pregnant with his baby a little bit ago. Oh my. I was waiting until after we got married to surprise him about it, and in my excitement, I told him everything. Oh, why would this happen to me? I can't go telling him now that he's not actually the baby's father at a time like this. Then why not try keeping that a secret from him for the rest of the time? Oh, because that's not happening, because I won't allow it to. What? After having gotten the divorce, I'm no longer afraid of him or his parents anymore. I think I'm going to tell him about how his balls don't work at all right now. What? You're lying. Wait a second. Don't you dare do that. Then choose, Kelly. Would you rather I go and tell him, or you go and explain to him what's happened here? I'll give you a few minutes to decide and send me your answer. Now I'll be off.
This is the freaking worst! To think she'd go out and get pregnant with another man's baby like that. Why the hell do I have to listen to this on the day we got married to one another? What the hell is even happening here? There's no way this could be true.
Wow, she opened up to you about that a lot sooner than I thought she would.
I can't even wrap my head around this. I was so excited to finally be having a baby with her, but then she came to me saying crap like that. What the hell does she mean that the baby inside her isn't mine? And what the hell does she mean by me not having any sperm cells?
If you want to know how that doctor's appointment went, I sent the details to your email. Make sure to take a very close look at all the results.
I'm not screwing around. Why the hell were you keeping such vital information away from me? Why would you bring that up after I got remarried? And right after I was told I was going to have my first baby with Kelly?
This is called my revenge, Mike.
What?
I don't know how many times I asked for you to get help with me so that we could have a baby together, but you always said no. And I don't know how many times I had to be bullied by your mom and dad about it without you ever stepping in to help me. When the doctor came back and told me the results of that test he did on you, I found out that this was never my fault. At that moment, something inside me flipped and I was no longer feeling bad for myself. And from that moment on, I knew that I could use this news about your disability as a trump card against you. I wanted to use it at a time where I could watch you fall apart the hardest.
No way.
And just as I was hoping for, you've really fallen apart after the news hit you.
I've not just fallen apart. Why the hell would you do this to me? Now I'm having to deal with your sister constantly berating me, saying that I have to become this kid's father? She keeps going on about how the baby doesn't have to be related to me by blood for me to be its father. But I can't be asked.
I'm sorry, but I don't really care to sit here and listen to my ex whine and complain about his life right now.
Go screw yourself. I have every right to be complaining like this about everything right now. Kelly? She went and got pregnant with another man before she married me. Think I'm just going to sit around and take this from her when she's absolute trash?
What? Has she been doing other things to you that have been pissing you off?
Ever since I went and said no to becoming that baby's father, she started to lash out at me. And she keeps on blaming me for being the one who's infertile. She tells me that as long as I shut up and deal with reality, everyone else can be happy. And in order to get me stuck between a rock and a hard place, she told my parents that she's carrying my kid.
Really?
Of course, the both of them were so happy to hear such a thing, even though that the baby in her has nothing to do with this family.
Well, she's really gone and done it to you now. But all you have to do to fix that is go and tell your parents the truth, right? Tell them that it's not your baby and that it has nothing to do with your family at all.
You think I can go saying that to them? If I say something like that to my parents now, they will surely find out that I'm the infertile one.
Ah, I see.
If they both found out that their important son was the one who couldn't get a woman pregnant, do you have any clue how much that would kill them inside? My pride would be in tatters after that.
Well, if you don't do anything at all about this now, then you're going to just end up being the father of another man's child. But if you don't like that and end up talking about you being infertile, then your pride will be in tatters. Those are two very rough options you have to make a choice over, but neither have anything to do with me, so I don't care what you do.
What?
You're going to have yourself one awfully dramatic marriage with Kelly. But please, don't let all of the ups and downs take all the fun out of it. What am I going to do, Danny? His parents have found out about how this baby I'm carrying isn't Mike's, and because of that, they're wanting to get a settlement from me now. What? Then that means Mike went and told the both of them about how he's infertile. I thought he would never be able to bring that up with them, but now both of his parents are pissed off at me. They told me I really did a good one making them have such false hopes of happiness. And now they're saying they're going to force their son and I to get a divorce and then sue me. They're going to get $100,000 from me in that settlement, Danny. That's what I expected from a rich family. They would need a settlement at least 10 times the size of one we'd want to get. Help me, Danny. Do something to get the both of them to stop wanting to get a settlement from me over this. Screw you. I have no intention of helping your selfish ass. Huh? So you're just going to let them force me to pay $100,000? I don't have much in my savings, and I'm currently carrying a baby. I tried to call my old friend about this baby he gave me, yet he won't do anything at all to help me out here. He said he acknowledges that the baby is his, but he doesn't have the money to pay for the child support or anything right now. So you already tried to talk with him about this? You really are a fast-acting girl, aren't you? Please help me. You're the only person I have left to ask for help from. I can't bring something like this up with Mom and Dad. As my sister, you're the only person I can go to. Don't ever call me your sister ever again, please. I no longer think of you as my little sister, nor as my family anymore, Kelly. What? I don't care about someone who thinks it's okay to backstab their own sister. Some people say that women grow even stronger when they become a mother, so you should be able to manage somehow. After that, both Mike and Kelly got a divorce almost immediately. He and his parents ended up only asking for around $30,000 from her, but that was still a lot of money to someone like Kelly. I heard that she had to borrow a lot of money from a loan shark and paid off that settlement in one go. And after all of that was over with, Kelly was able to go back to that baby's real father and get married to him somehow. But of course, her new husband told her that the marriage and the baby could not get in the way of his dream of becoming a superstar with his band. They made a promise about that, and now Kelly is having to work part-time while also taking care of her soon-to-be-born baby. As for what happened with Mike and his family after the divorce was over with, his mom told him that the only option they had left was him getting treated, and both his mom and dad accompanied him to the hospital. However, every time they go there to get his next round of treatments, Mike's mom blows up on the doctor, asking him to hurry up and make her son fertile again, sometimes breaking things in the process. His mom will also go around the neighborhood asking people for recommendations on doctors and medicine that could help her son out. And with every person she goes around talking with about her son's infertility, the more of his pride goes down the drain.
Please, I need to know which hospital she's in. I can't accept breaking up like this.
Who is this? I think you have the wrong number.
Please, I've been trying to reach her for weeks now.
I still don't know who this is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Tyler, Kate's boyfriend. This is her sister Madison's number, right?
Yes, Kate is my sister, but what's this about a hospital? Did something happen to her?
You really haven't heard anything?
No, nothing at all. What's going on?
Wait, you haven't heard? She was in a traffic accident and has been hospitalized for a month.
What? This is the first time I'm hearing of this. If that were true, our parents would have contacted me.
I've been so worried. She won't answer any of my calls.
When exactly did this accident happen?
Just over 4 weeks ago. Maybe she's hiding it from her family because she doesn't want you to worry? She said her injuries were pretty bad.
That doesn't make sense. How serious is it?
Kate said her face is completely messed up from the accident. That's why she wants to break up. She says she's got horrible scars from the injuries and doesn't want me to see her.
That doesn't sound right. I think she'd tell us if she had such a serious injury.
I know it sounds strange, but she was very clear about not wanting anyone to see her.
Have you contacted any hospitals directly?
I've tried, but patient privacy laws prevent them from giving out information.
And you're sure it was a car accident?
That's what she told me. I haven't been able to contact her since she said that she wanted to break up. And I don't know which hospital she's in. That's why I decided to contact you. I had to desperately ask friends of friends of friends to get your number.
How long has it been since you last spoke to her?
3 weeks now. She sent me one final message about the accident and then nothing.
And you've tried all forms of contact?
Everything. Phone, email, social media. She's blocked me everywhere.
I understand the situation, but I had no idea my sister was hospitalized from an accident. Let me contact Kate.
You'll help me then?
Yes, I'll try to find out what's going on.
Yes, please. And could you tell her I'm worried about her?
I will.
Thank you so much. I just want to know she's okay.
I'll message her right now.
I really appreciate this. I've been losing sleep worrying about her.
Give me a moment to reach out to her. Kate, are you okay? I heard you were hospitalized after a traffic accident, and why didn't you tell us? Huh? Me? What accident? Your boyfriend Tyler just contacted me. He's really worried. Huh? Tyler? How did he even get your number? Through friends. He was really worried about your injuries. At least stop ghosting him. OMG, no way. That fatty actually contacted you to get to me? This is hilarious. He is so persistent. What? Are you saying there was no accident? Did he actually believe that story? Oh, that's too funny. This isn't funny, Kate. He's genuinely worried. Why won't you answer him? That Tyler guy is so fat, it's embarrassing to even walk next to him. And he's such an idiot to believe such an obvious lie. Fat, stupid, and clingy. He's just the worst. A lie? So you weren't in an accident? You weren't hospitalized? Obviously not. Do I sound hospitalized to you? Then why would you make up such a story? Any normal person would know it's a lie. If I was really in an accident, the hospital would have contacted family right away. Then why would you tell such a horrible lie? Tyler was really worried about you. That's cruel. Because I wanted an easy way to break up. Thanks to that fatty, I managed to snag my dream handsome boyfriend. I'm done with him, so I just threw him away with a simple lie. You used him? You deliberately used someone like that? You're horrible. Oh, don't act so shocked. Tyler was just a stepping stone. He had this handsome doctor friend, you see. I only dated Tyler to get close to him. Wow, how could you do something so awful? Oh, stop being dramatic. It's just dating. He genuinely cares about you. What is so awful? Even if he was just a stepping stone, he got to date someone like me for a bit. He should be honored. Excuse me? Don't tell me you're taking his side. I'm not taking sides. I'm just shocked by your behavior. I've been cute since I was little, with a perfect figure. I even won the Miss University pageant. A fat guy like him could never date someone of my level normally, so he should be happy he got to be my boyfriend even for a short while. You've got the face of an angel and the heart of a devil. You haven't changed at all. You're just jealous because you're not as pretty as me. Oh, hey, since I'm done with that fatty, you can have him if you want. What? Why not? You two would look good together. It's not like you have a boyfriend anyway. Unlike your beautiful sister, you're just an ugly spinster approaching 30. Even a fatty would be better than no one, right? Mind your own business. And how messed up is your mind that you think you can just pass your ex on to your sister? Why are you getting so worked up? I'm trying to help you here. Honestly, I don't even want to count him as an ex, so whatever. Stop being ridiculous and properly clear things up with him. If you're going to break up, do it properly. Stop being so dishonest with him. Why should I? He's not worth the effort. He deserves basic respect as a human being. Ugh, what a pain. But I guess if he keeps snooping around me, it'll be annoying. Fine, I'll tell him everything. Make sure you do and apologize properly. Whatever, I'll handle it my way.
I'm sorry for causing trouble earlier. Thanks to you, I managed to get in touch with Kate.
So you heard everything? I'm so sorry about my sister's behavior.
I should have seen it coming, honestly.
No one expects something like this.
No, you don't need to apologize, Madison. Besides, someone like me who's overweight and not handsome, there had to be some ulterior motive for her dating me, right?
That's not true at all. I'm really sorry about my sister. She's the abnormal one.
At least I know the truth.
Please don't let her actions affect your self-worth.
I should be the one apologizing for involving you. And while I'm apologizing, I have one favor to ask. Would you be willing to take Kate's belongings?
Oh?
She left quite a few things in my place.
Oh, she didn't take everything with her?
No, she left a few things lying around. But I'm sure she doesn't want to see me anymore, and she blocked me again on all contacts, so I can't even mail them to her.
That girl, I swear. I'll cover the shipping costs, so could you send them to my house? I'll send you the address.
Are you sure? I don't want to burden you more.
It's no burden at all.
Thank you for your help.
You know, Tyler, you're such a decent person. Even I can see that Kate is a horrible person with an awful personality. Most people would just throw away the stuff belonging to someone like that. You don't owe her anything.
The items themselves aren't at fault.
You are very kind-hearted.
Just trying to do the right thing.
If it's okay, could I pick up the items in person?
Oh, well, that's fine with me. But I don't want to cause you extra trouble.
It's no trouble at all. I want to apologize to you in person. What my sister did to such a wonderful person is unforgivable. Even though apologizing as her family might not mean much, I'd at least like you to accept my feelings about this.
You're very conscientious, too. How about we meet at a cafe near my place? I'll send you the address.
That would be perfect.
Is this Saturday okay?
Yes, that works. Looking forward to meeting you then.
I'll send you the cafe details shortly.
Thank you for being so understanding about all this. Hey, is it true that you were on a date with that fatty? My friend said she saw you two. Oh, you mean at the cafe the other day? So it is true. You actually went? Yes, I met him to pick up your things. I mean, I suggested you date him, but I didn't think you'd actually do it. Talk about desperate, Miss Almost 30. You've got it wrong. Tyler and I aren't dating. Don't be shy about it. I think you two bottom feeders are perfect for each other. I'll totally support you both. What? You should be thanking me for setting this up. There's nothing to set up. Besides, even though he's fat, he is a doctor, so he'd be a great marriage prospect for you. I mean, I could never marry a fat guy like that, even if he is a doctor. Hey, stop insulting him already. Show some respect for Tyler. But a fat doctor probably gets made fun of by the nurses, too. Having such an embarrassing husband would be impossible. Oh, sorry. I guess it must hurt when someone makes fun of your precious boyfriend. You really want to believe we're dating, don't you? Am I wrong, though? You two look good together. Who would have thought I'd end up playing Cupid, a fatty and an ugly girl? You're perfect for each other. You really don't know anything, do you? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You keep making fun of him just because he's a bit overweight. You're so obsessed with appearances that you never see what's inside. Well, duh, looks are everything. This world runs on appearances. Plus, my new boyfriend is handsome and a doctor. Such a perfect catch. There is no one better than him. Not even with his $1 million debt? What? What are you talking about? Even if he's handsome and a doctor, $1 million debt is a deal breaker. I can't stand people who are careless with money. They tend to be messy in their daily lives, too. Wait a minute. What do you mean? That debt thing is a joke, right? There's no way he has that much debt. I heard it from Tyler, so it must be true. When I met him at the cafe to get your stuff, we ended up chatting about various things. That's what Tyler told you? That my boyfriend has debt? $1 million worth? Yes, that's right. He said he hopes you'll be happy, but he's worried about you. Isn't he sweet? Even after being dumped so cruelly, he still cares about you. No way, this can't be true. Tyler must be lying. He's just jealous. Apparently, he's been reckless with money since his college days. Come to think of it, everything he owns is designer brand, but I thought that was because he was earning well as a doctor. Seems his salary isn't enough, so he's been taking out loans. Tyler said he's tried to warn him so many times as a friend, but he just can't stop his spending habits. This can't be, but he seemed so perfect. Tyler's such a saint being concerned about a terrible girl getting involved with a guy in debt. And you know what else? That weight gain, he did it on purpose for his patients. What? What do you mean on purpose? Nobody gains weight on purpose. Since he works in internal medicine, he deals with a lot of patients with metabolic syndrome and diabetes. He said that as a doctor, it's easy to tell people to exercise and improve their diet, but dieting and exercise are really hard to achieve. He wanted to give advice and support from a patient's perspective. That's why he intentionally gained 66 pounds. What? He gained that much weight on purpose? That's right, all for his patients. How ridiculously serious is this guy? I actually like that level of dedication. If anything, I'd trust a doctor like that more, and I'm sure patients appreciate it too. His family's hospital must attract a lot of patients. Wait, did you just say his family's hospital? What hospital? Oh, did you not know that Tyler's family owns a hospital? You mean he's from a family that runs their own practice? What? I never heard about this. Are you making this up? Weren't you dating him? But I guess you never had any interest in Tyler himself. Of course you wouldn't know. Oh, private practice doctors make tons of money, don't they? I read online that they make more than double. This can't be real. I wouldn't know about that, but your handsome new boyfriend isn't from a family that owns a hospital, is he? He's just a regular hospital employee. No way. Don't tell me that fatty makes more money than him. Plus the $1 million debt, the gap just keeps getting bigger, doesn't it? What should I do? What should I do? I thought I was trading up, but I was so sure I was getting the better deal. Maybe I can still fix this. Well, at least we've cleared up the misunderstanding about Tyler and me dating. See you later. Wait, don't go yet. Do you think Tyler would... Goodbye, Kate.
Hi there. Thanks for listening to everything the other day. Sorry that what was supposed to be just a quick package handoff turned into such a long chat.
Not at all. I enjoyed our conversation. By the way, have you heard from Kate recently?
Oh, well, I wouldn't know. I blocked her. I needed a clean break.
Oh, is that so?
I'm not sure what you mean, but okay.
That's good to hear. Please keep it that way. I think that's for the best.
Oh, right. I actually contacted you because I wanted to tell you something. Remember how we talked about wanting to join a gym?
Yes, your story inspired me to start exercising.
Actually, a friend of mine just opened the gym. He used to be a doctor, but he wanted to support exercise with his medical knowledge. They have a really good opening discount right now. Would you like to try a trial session?
Oh, a discount would really be helpful. Can I come in for a trial?
Of course. They have great trainers too.
When could I start?
Yes. And if you like it, please recommend it to anyone you know.
Tyler, you're so kind and thoughtful. You're really wonderful.
Oh no, not at all. Just trying to help.
I'd love to go. Thank you for the lovely invitation. What should I do, sis? I can't get in touch with Tyler at all. I was going to take him back and live a good life, but... Seriously? After treating him so horribly, you want to get back together? You don't understand. I made a mistake. Having a family-owned hospital means he's totally set for life. I don't like that he's fat, but if he loses weight, there's no problem. Your shamelessness is almost impressive. You switch sides so easily. I'm being practical here. So I dumped that handsome guy with all the debt, but now Tyler won't respond to any of my messages. He won't even read them. It's so annoying. How dare he play hard to get with me? Has it occurred to you that he might have blocked you? No way, he wouldn't dare. That fatty was totally in love with me. He must be trying to play some kind of game. Sure. Keep telling yourself that forever. Don't mock me. This is serious. This can't go on forever. I want to get back together and get married as soon as he loses weight. Then I'll be the trophy wife and can spend my days just playing and sleeping. Come on, please help mediate between us. Me? Who else can help? You're friendly enough with Tyler to have coffee with him, right? Help me out here. Friendly? Just give up on Tyler. Actually, just stay away from him altogether. Shut up. Why are you being so difficult? If your little sister is asking for help, you should just do it quietly like a good big sister. Excuse me? You're supposed to help your sister. Of course, if you help, I'll reward you properly. I'll introduce you to an amazing guy. Not a fatty this time, but a super buff hottie. I don't need that. I'm getting married soon anyway. What? Married? You're joking, right? I never told you, but I've been dating someone for 5 years. What? Why didn't you tell me? We're planning to have the wedding by the end of the year. That's why I'm going to the gym Tyler recommended, to get in shape for the wedding. A wedding ceremony too? No way, that's impossible. But you're ugly. There's no wedding dress on earth that would suit you. This is exactly why I didn't want to tell you, and that's why I don't need your introductions. And I won't help you get back with Tyler. Oh, and you're not invited to the wedding. You can't do this to me! My sister getting married before me? No way. This makes it look like I lost to an ugly girl. You already lost in terms of personality. What did you say? Take that back. Well, good luck trying to get back together with him, or finding your next target. If you improve your personality, you might actually find someone who wants to marry you. After that, Kate tried to contact Tyler many times, but of course got 0 responses since she was blocked. What's more, rumors started spreading that beautiful Kate is desperate for the chubby doctor, and guess she has unusual tastes. By the time she gave up and started looking for other men, the rumors had spread completely, and guys would say things like, well, if she's into ugly guys, they'll think I'm ugly if I date her, and wouldn't give her a chance. For the first time in her life, Kate couldn't find a boyfriend. She ended up moving back home with her parents, saying, "This is crazy. There's no way someone like me should be treated this pathetically." Sis, I heard the news. You're finally marrying Nathan? Yes, but it's strange for you to suddenly contact me. You've never shown any interest in our lives before. That's because Nathan works at Harvard. Nathan isn't highly educated or anything. He just graduated from a regular state college. He happens to work at Harvard now, that's all. It's fine. If he's working at Harvard now, there's no problem. Harvard is a place for only the chosen ones. Only a handful of highly educated people can work there, so Nathan must be thousands of times smarter than your average educated man. That's a quite unique calculation. Even Harvard students might not understand it. So just give him to me. I absolutely want to marry Nathan. Don't be ridiculous. I can't deal with this nonsense anymore. I'm going back to work. Try to calm down a bit. I'm serious. If you won't give him up, I'll take him by force. Sarah, you're not making any sense. Nathan and I are engaged. We're in love. And happy together. You can't just decide that you want him and expect me to hand him over to you. But you don't understand. This is my chance to marry someone from Harvard. Don't you know how prestigious that is? I really don't think you're grasping the situation here. Nathan isn't from Harvard in the way you're thinking. He just works there. Same thing. He must be brilliant to work at such an esteemed institution. Sarah, please listen to yourself. You're talking about breaking up an engaged couple because of some misguided notion about prestige. This isn't like you. Oh, this is exactly like me. You know I've always wanted to marry someone highly educated. This is my chance. But you don't even know Nathan. You've never met him. How can you say you want to marry him? I don't need to know him. I know he works at Harvard, and that's enough for me. That's just not how relationships work, Sarah. You can't just marry someone judging by where he works. Watch me. I'm going to win Nathan over. Just you wait and see. Sarah, this conversation is over. I'm not going to put up with this ridiculous idea any longer. Fine, be that way, but don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm sorry, Emily. We need to cancel tomorrow's wedding. We need to break up right now.
Stop saying weird jokes on the day before our wedding.
I'm not joking. I'm serious. I'm calling off our wedding. I'm going to marry Sarah. No, I have to marry her. I got Sarah pregnant.
What? You mean Sarah, my sister? So you two were having an affair behind my back. You've been betraying me all this time?
Emily, you're always so serious and perfect. You never oversleep for work, and your housework is just flawless. Being with such a perfect person feels suffocating.
So that's why you had an affair with Sarah?
People are emotional creatures. Sarah understood that about me. Her imperfections and sloppiness are charming.
Being perfect at work and housework should be praised, not criticized. Moreover, that's no reason to justify an affair or to get my sister pregnant.
I know it sounds crazy, Emily. I ain't planned for any of this to happen.
How long has this been going on, Nathan? How long have you been seeing my sister behind my back?
It's only been a few weeks. Sarah reached out to me about a month ago.
A few weeks? And in that time, you managed to not only have an affair, but get her pregnant? Do you have any idea how much this hurts me?
I'm so sorry, Emily. I never meant to hurt you. It just happened.
Things like this don't just happen, Nathan. You made choices, repeated choices to betray me.
You're right. I know I've made terrible mistakes. I felt so constrained in our relationship. Sarah made me feel free.
Free? Free to what? Cheat on your fiancé? Get another woman pregnant? Is that the kind of freedom you wanted?
No, of course not. I don't know how to explain it.
Try to explain. Because right now I'm having a hard time understanding how the man I thought I knew could do something like this.
Emily, you're amazing. You're smart, beautiful, and successful. But sometimes it feels like I was living in your shadow. Like I could never measure up to you.
So instead of talking to me about your feelings, you decided to sleep with my sister? How can that be a solution?
It wasn't a solution. It was a mistake. A huge, terrible mistake.
A mistake you're now choosing to continue by marrying her.
I have to take responsibility for my actions, Emily. Sarah's pregnant with my child.
And what about your responsibility to me, to our relationship, to the promises we made to each other?
I know I've broken those promises. I'll never forgive myself for hurting you like this.
Yet here you are telling me you're leaving me for my sister. Actions speak louder than words, Nathan.
I don't blame you if you hate me, Emily. I hate myself right now.
I don't hate you, Nathan. I'm disappointed and hurt and angry. So angry.
I deserve that. All of it.
Yes, you do. But that doesn't make the situation any better. What are you going to do now? Marry Sarah and live happily ever after?
I don't know. I know I have to take responsibility for the baby. But beyond that, I'm lost.
Well, you better figure it out quickly because you've just turned 3 lives upside down with your actions.
I know. So sorry, Emily. I wish I could take it all back.
But you can't. What's done is done, and now we all have to live with the consequences. Sis, you said Nathan works at the university, right? The only job at a university must be a professor, right? No, there are plenty of other jobs, like administrative staff or janitors. In Nathan's case, he's a professor's secretary. His job is to handle miscellaneous tasks for the professor he's assigned to. He doesn't do any research or professor-like work, so unfortunately, he won't be winning any Nobel Prizes. Huh? But being a secretary means the professor favors him, right? He must have been hired because he's brilliant. It's like preparation for eventually becoming a professor, right? Not at all. He's really just an ordinary secretary. His job involves checking emails, managing schedules, and making coffee. It's no different from any other regular secretary job. They even hire for these positions without considering educational background. Is that so? I thought university professors easily made around $100,000 a year. As a regular secretary, or rather administrative staff, he takes home about $20,000. The benefits are great, but the job is simple, there's no promotion, and that's about it. What? That's totally different from the income I was expecting! From your reaction, I guess you don't know how Nathan became a professor's secretary either. Huh? Did he just start this job recently? He started last year. Nathan was having trouble with interpersonal relationships at his previous job. Even after he finally managed to quit, he struggled to find a new job. That's when I introduced him to this professor's secretary position. I have a friend who's an assistant professor at Harvard, and she said they were looking for a secretary at her university, so I introduced Nathan. Oh, by the way, is this friend a woman? Yes, she's a woman, but she has a boyfriend she's very close with, so it's pointless to try to switch to her. Also, the professor's secretary position is renewed annually with a maximum term of 3 years. It's not a stable job, so you should think carefully about that. No way! You said he started last year, right? So after next year's renewal, he'll be unemployed? What's going on? Apparently they change people in short cycles for confidentiality reasons. That's terrible! I'm carrying Nathan's child and I'm due to give birth in a few months, but his income is low and he's guaranteed to be unemployed next year? What should I do? Well, that's not my problem. Isn't this the man you wanted to marry so badly that you stole him from me? That's because I thought he was a university professor. I never would have thought he was just an ordinary guy. Well, it's your fault for making convenient assumptions. Well then, I hope you and Nathan will be very happy together. No way. I want to call off this marriage with him right now. There are only disadvantages to this marriage. Sarah, you can't just decide to call off the marriage because you found out that Nathan isn't as prestigious or wealthy as you thought he was. You're pregnant with his child. But this isn't what I signed up for. I thought I was getting a Harvard professor, not a secretary. You didn't sign up for anything. You chose to have an affair with my fiancé and got pregnant. These are the consequences of your actions. But it's not fair. I was misled. No, you weren't misled. You made assumptions and didn't bother to verify them. That's on you. Can't you help me get out of this situation, sis? You know people at Harvard, right? Can't you get Nathan a better job? Are you serious right now? You steal my fiancé, ruin my relationship, and now you want me to help you out? That is beyond audacious, Sarah. But you're my sister. You're supposed to help me. I'm also the person whose heart you broke, the person whose trust you betrayed. You can't expect me to just forget that and help you now. What am I supposed to do then? I can't marry a man with such a low income. Maybe you should have thought about that before you got involved with him. Or better yet, before you decided that a person's worth is determined by their job title or income. That's easy for you to say. You have a good job. You don't have to worry about these things. I have a good job because I worked hard for it. I didn't try to marry my way into success. That's not fair. You know I've always wanted to marry and live a successful life. And look where that got you. Pregnant, unmarried, and panicking because the man who you thought was your meal ticket turns out to be an ordinary guy. Don't be so harsh, Emily. I'm in a difficult situation here. A situation you entirely made by yourself. You chose to pursue Nathan. You chose to have an affair with him. You chose to get pregnant. These were all your choices, Sarah. I know, but what do I do now? That's for you to figure out. You're an adult, Sarah. It's time you started acting like one. But I don't know how to handle this. I'm not prepared to be a single mother. Then maybe you should talk to Nathan about this. He's the father of your child, after all. But he's just a secretary. How can he support a family? plenty of people with similar jobs support families, Sarah. It might not be the luxurious lifestyle you imagined, but it's possible. I can't live like that, Emily. I just can't. Then you have some serious thinking to do about your future and the future of your child. What should I do? I was too late. Nathan went ahead and submitted our marriage registration without my consent. What did you say? I was going to contact Nathan to call off the marriage, but he told me he had just submitted the marriage registration. He said he thought the sooner the better because of the baby. Oh, so you want to get divorced right away? I don't care if I become a divorcee. I want a divorce. You can divorce if you want, but can you raise a child alone? Of course, that's impossible. I'm just a part-timer. I've been living with my parents, prioritizing finding my future husband. I see. I didn't know that because I haven't been back home in years. If I get divorced, I can get child support from him, right? If I can maintain my current lifestyle with that, maybe I'll be okay. I wouldn't count on that. With his income, child support would be meager. Plus, if he becomes unemployed, you might not get any payments at all. And do you think our parents will be eager to help you with a child you had by stealing your sister's fiancé? In that case, you have to take responsibility, sis. Emily, you should pay me $1,000 a month for child support instead. Excuse me? If you had told me everything from the beginning, I wouldn't have stolen him. It's your fault for making me misunderstand. You made me and my unborn child unhappy, so take responsibility for it. Don't be ridiculous. You should take responsibility for what you did to me first. My wedding was ruined because of you. If you keep saying such absurd things, I'll sue you for damages. What? But if you promise never to involve me again, I'll forgive you. The baby is innocent after all. Use that money to raise the child. But... By the way, I've already told our parents about everything. What? They were both stunned and then immediately furious. They said they won't acknowledge your marriage or the child. They're going to kick you out of the house right away. Really? If I'm kicked out of the house, I'll have nowhere to go. I guess I have no choice but to continue this married life with Nathan. That's right. Well, goodbye then. Wait, Emily! You can't just leave me like this. There has to be something you can do. Sarah, I've already told you this is your mess to clean up. I'm not getting involved anymore. But I'm your sister. How can you abandon me when I'm in such a difficult situation? You didn't seem to care about our sisterly bond when you were having an affair with my fiancé. Why should I care about it now? That's different. I made a mistake and I admit it, but please, I need your help. And what exactly do you want me to do? Pay your bills, raise your child, fix your marriage? I don't know. Something, anything. You've always been the smart one, the responsible one. You must know what to do. What I know is that actions have consequences, Sarah. You made a series of poor choices, and now you're facing the results of those choices. But it's not fair. I didn't know Nathan wasn't a professor. I didn't know he didn't make much money. If I had known... If you had known what? You wouldn't have slept with him? You wouldn't have gotten pregnant? You should never have pursued him in the first place, Sarah. He was my fiancé. I know. I'm sorry about that. I really am. But what's done is done. Can't you forgive me and help me now? Forgiveness isn't something you can demand, Sarah. It's earned. And so far, all I've seen from you is selfishness and a refusal to take responsibility for your actions. That's not true. I am taking responsibility. That's why I want to divorce Nathan. How is that taking responsibility? You're trying to run away from the consequences of your actions. That's the opposite of responsibility. But I can't be married to him. He's not who I thought he was. And whose fault is that? You pursued him based on assumptions you made about his job and income. You never bothered to get to know him as a person. I know that now, but it's too late to change what happened. I need to figure out what to do next. Yes, you do, and that's something you need to do all on your own. But I don't know how. I've never had to deal with something like this before. Welcome to adulthood, Sarah. Sometimes we have to deal with difficult situations we've never faced before. Can't you at least give me some advice? You've always been good at solving problems. Fine, here's my advice. Talk to Nathan. Be honest with him about your feelings and concerns. Discuss your options together. After all, he's the father of your child and your husband now. But what if he gets angry? What if he leaves me? then that's something you'll have to deal with. But remember, Nathan chose to marry you knowing you were pregnant. He seems to want to take responsibility. I guess you're right, but I'm scared, Emily. I don't know if I can do this. You don't have much of a choice now, do you? You're going to be a mother soon. It's time to start thinking about someone other than yourself. I know, it's just everything's happening so fast. 1 minute I thought I was marrying a Harvard professor, and now you're married to a hardworking man who's trying to do right for you and your child. Maybe if you stopped focusing on what Nathan isn't, you might see what he is. What do you mean? Nathan may not be a professor or rich, but he's dependable. He's taking responsibility for his actions. That's more than can be said for a lot of men in his situation. I hadn't thought about it that way. Of course you hadn't. You've been too busy feeling sorry for yourself. That's not fair, Emily. Isn't it? From where I'm standing, you've done nothing but complain about how this situation affects you. Have you even thought about how Nathan feels, or how your child will feel growing up in a home where their mother resents their father? I don't resent Nathan. I'm disappointed. Disappointed in what? That he's not wealthy, that he's not as prestigious as you thought? Are those really the most important qualities in a husband and father? I don't know. I always thought they were, but now I'm not so sure. Maybe it's time you reevaluate your priorities, Sarah. For your sake, for Nathan's sake, and especially for your child's sake. You're right. I need to think about this. But, Emily, what about you? Can you ever forgive me for what I did? I don't know, Sarah. What you did, it hurt me deeply. It's not something I can just forget or get over quickly. I understand. I really am sorry, I never meant to hurt you. But you did hurt me. You betrayed me in one of the worst ways possible. And the fact that you did it for such a shallow reason makes it even worse. I know. I was stupid and selfish. I see that now. Seeing it is one thing, Sarah. Learning from it and changing your behavior is another. You have a lot of growing up to do. I want to change, Emily. I really do. I want to be a good mother to my child, and I want to try to be a good wife to Nathan. That's a start, but remember, wanting to change and actually changing are two different things. It's going to take a lot of work and effort on your part. I'm willing to try, but I'm scared, Emily. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? Then you pick yourself up and try again. That's what adults do, Sarah. We face our challenges head on even when we're scared. Will you help me? I know I don't deserve it after what I did, but I could really use my big sister right now. I can't make any promises, Sarah. You've hurt me deeply, and it's going to take time for me to process that, but I'll think about it. In the meantime, focus on your marriage and preparing for your baby. Thank you, Emily. Even that means a lot to me. Well, don't thank me yet. You have a long road ahead of you, Sarah. It's not going to be easy. I know, but I'm going to try. For my baby, for Nathan, and for myself. Good. That's the first mature thing I've heard you say in this whole conversation. Emily, I really am sorry for everything. I know you are, Sarah, but like I said, it's going to take time. Now, I think you need to go home and talk to your husband. You're right, I will. And Emily, thank you for talking to me, even after everything I did. You're still my sister, Sarah, no matter how angry I am at you. Now, go on. You have a lot to think about and a lot to do.
Please, Emily, can't we get back together after all? I'll break up with Sarah right away.
What? What's going on? You're newlyweds, and she's carrying your child.
Yes, but I just can't continue this married life. I'm giving up after just one day. I can't live with such a violent woman anymore.
Huh? Violent woman? What do you mean?
Yesterday, Sarah came to my house. She said she was kicked out of her home and had nowhere to go. She demanded that I take responsibility and make her and the baby happy. She said we had no choice but to create a warm family together.
Well, it's good that she made up her mind, but how is that violent?
Her emotions are out of control. An hour later, she suddenly said she didn't want to get married after all. She wanted to break up. She accused me of marriage fraud, shouting, "How dare you deceive me!" She started throwing things around the house and causing a scene.
My, that does sound quite challenging.
Then 30 minutes later, she was crying and apologizing for her outburst. Just when I thought she had calmed down, she started raging again. The cycle kept repeating. I'm a wreck after just one night. I want to divorce this woman.
So that's why you want to get back together with me? I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
Then at least take Sarah back with you. If she has another outburst, my house won't survive.
That's not my problem. If she acts up again, why don't you just call the police?
It's absolutely impossible. The dean lives on the top floor of my apartment building.
Oh, really?
I found out by chance the other day. If I call the police and our situation gets exposed, I might be fired immediately for causing trouble in my private life that required police intervention.
I don't think they'd mix personal and professional matters like that, but it might leave a bad impression.
Since my job is renewed annually, if it's not renewed because of this, I'll be unemployed next year. Thinking about that, I can't call the police. So please, Emily, can you do something about this?
No way, I'm not your fiancé anymore. I'm just a stranger now.
But...
Sarah's outbursts will probably settle down eventually. She's pregnant, so her hormones might be unbalanced. If you support her properly, I'm sure she'll calm down. So do your best as her husband.
You can't be serious. You really won't help me?
Nathan, you made your choice when you decided to have an affair with my sister. You can't just come running back to me when things get tough.
I know I made a mistake, Emily. A huge mistake. But I didn't know Sarah would be like this. She seemed so different when we were... you know...
When you were having an affair behind my back? Yes, I'm sure she seemed different then. People often do when they're not dealing with the consequences of their actions.
I'm sorry, Emily. I really am. I never meant for any of this to happen.
But it did happen, Nathan. You chose to cheat on me with my sister. You chose to get her pregnant. You chose to marry her. These were all your decisions.
I know, and I regret them all. If I could take it back.
But you can't. That's the thing about choices, Nathan. Once you make them, you have to live with the consequences.
But what am I supposed to do now? Sarah's out of control. I can't live like this.
Have you tried talking to her? Really talking to her, not just reacting to her outbursts.
Talk to her? How can I talk to someone who goes from throwing things, to crying, to screaming, all in the span of an hour?
Sarah's emotional and is probably scared. She's pregnant, newly married, and her whole life has changed in a matter of weeks. That doesn't excuse her behavior, but it might explain it.
So what should I do?
Be patient, be kind, try to understand what she's going through. And most importantly, take responsibility for your part in this situation.
But it's so hard. I don't know if I can do it.
You have to, Nathan. You're going to be a father soon. It's time to step up and be the man your child needs you to be.
I don't know how to be a father. I'm not ready for this.
Nobody is ever really ready to be a parent, Nathan, but millions of people figure it out every day. You will too.
I wish I had never cheated on you, Emily. You're always so steady, so reliable.
Wishing won't change anything, Nathan. You made your choices, now you have to live with them.
Can't you give me another chance? We were good together, weren't we?
We were, but that's in the past now. You're married to my sister and about to have a child with her. That's your reality now.
But I don't love her. I thought I did, but now? Not so sure.
Love isn't just a feeling, Nathan. It's a choice, a commitment. You chose Sarah. Now you need to commit to making that choice work.
Even if she's violent? Even if she makes me miserable?
If Sarah is truly being violent, then that's a serious issue that needs to be addressed. But from what you've described, it sounds more like she's having emotional outbursts. That's not okay, but it's not the same as being violent.
So what should I do?
Talk to her, set boundaries, seek counseling if you need to, but don't just run away from your problems.
I don't know if I can do this, Emily. I'm not strong like you.
You're stronger than you think, Nathan. You just need to find that strength within yourself.
Will you help me? Please, Emily. I know I don't deserve it, but I need your help.
I can't help you the way you want me to, Nathan. I can't take you back or solve your problems for you. But I can give you some advice. Be patient, be kind, be understanding, and above all, be responsible.
That's it? That's all the help you'll give me?
That's all the help you need, Nathan. The rest is up to you.
I see. I understand. Thank you, Emily, for everything.
You're welcome, Nathan. Now go home to your wife. She needs you right now, whether you believe it or not.
You're right, and I will. And Emily, I really am sorry for everything.
I know you are, Nathan, but Sorry doesn't fix what's broken. Actions do. Remember that.
I will. Goodbye, Emily.
Goodbye, Nathan. Take care of yourself, and take care of Sarah and your baby. Sarah continued her unreasonable outbursts until finally the neighbors called the police. Nathan explained the situation to the police, and they determined there was no criminal case, so they left quickly. However, the dean witnessed the entire scene. The next day, Nathan was immediately summoned, and the dean said, "Recently, the media has been keeping a close eye on university scandals. We can't afford to have staff members who might attract tabloid attention." And with that, Nathan was told his contract would end this year. As for my sister Sarah, she's still the same. One moment she wants a divorce, and the next she can't divorce because the child support wouldn't be enough. She demands to be made happy. Her emotional instability and outbursts continue. Finally, Nathan snapped too. Now they're known as the infamous brawling couple, and with the police being called to their home every day. Hey Brittany, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I've finally made up my mind and I'm going to be moving in to take care of your mom.
Wait, what? Sorry, Miranda, what do you mean by that?
Well, I know that your dad got really sick and passed away so suddenly, and I'm sure that your mom is just really lonely right now. So I want to be a good daughter-in-law and move in with her to make sure she's taken care of. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to be in my care as well.
Yeah, I'm sure she would be happy to know how eager you are to take care of her. But I'm already living at home with my mom, so I really don't think you need to trouble yourself by moving in. Besides, my brother is still away on a business trip and hasn't come back yet. So I think you might just want to wait for him to get back so you don't feel overwhelmed with my mom.
Oh, come on. What are you so worried about? Look, I've already arranged for my things to be moved there next week, so I'll see you then.
Hold on a second. You're going to be moving in here with my mom and I next week?
Well, of course. No time like the present, right? Although there is just one condition I need to make. I'll be living with your mom, but not with you. So could you pack your things up and move out for me? Otherwise, I just don't think there will be enough room.
What in the world are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that I want you to just leave taking care of your mom to me, okay? You don't have to worry about anything else. I'll be sure to take care of her very well and make sure she has everything that she might need to be comfortable. You should see this as an excuse to finally move out of your parents' house and concentrate on your life. I mean, you can't just leech off your mom for the rest of her life, you know?
Wait a second. You think I'm leeching off my mom? I'll have you know that I don't ask her for anything at all.
Well, either way, you're old enough that there's no good reason why you should still be living with your mom like this. How about you go out and find a real job and learn to stand on your own 2 feet, huh? You can't just take your mom's retirement money as your allowance anymore.
I don't do any of that. And I do stand on my own 2 feet, thank you very much.
Look, I know what your little plan is. You're trying to just live at home so that you can live off your mom's retirement and what your dad left your mom. But I'm not going to let that happen. If you think you can take your dad's money like that for yourself, you've got another thing coming.
Mom, you and I need to have a little talk because I just heard some crazy news from Miranda.
Oh, are you talking about how Miranda's going to be moving in?
So you knew that this was going on and you didn't tell me at all? I only just found out about it now from Miranda herself. I'm glad she wants to be there for you, but she wants me to move out. She thinks I'm some kind of recluse shut-in who wants to leech your money from you.
You're kidding me. Oh, I had no idea that she would try and kick you out of the house. Obviously, there's no need at all for you to go and do that. I'll talk to Miranda about this and tell her that if she plans on trying to get rid of you, that I don't need her to move in with me after all. In fact, I already tried to turn her down once, but I guess she wasn't listening.
You mean you already tried to tell her that she doesn't need to move in?
Of course I told her that. I mean, you're already living here with me, so why would I need her here as well? I told her that it really was fine and that she didn't need to trouble herself by doing that. I thought I made it clear how grateful I was to have you looking over me already, but I never would have guessed that she would just tell you you had to move out.
So you already told her no, but she's still trying to have her way? I guess that explains why she waited until the very last minute to try and get me to move out. She told me that she plans on moving in here next week.
Miranda's going to be moving in my house next week? Well, this is the first that I'm hearing about this.
I assumed that she hadn't told you, but I guess this just confirms it.
Honestly, what is that girl thinking? Why does she have to behave this way towards you? Doesn't she know how cruel that is to try and kick you out?
Well, I don't care what she thinks is going to happen. But why does she even want to move in with you now of all times? It's not like she ever comes around to even visit with you. And neither of us have been able to reach Jake at all since he left on his business trip.
That's right. Your brother has been away, and meanwhile, Miranda's all but ignored us. She wasn't even at your father's funeral, and yet the last time we talked, she was asking me about when she would get her portion of the inheritance. I think that she's just trying to get closer to me so that she can try and get her hands on that money.
But even if she wanted what Dad might have left you, it's not like we're that rich to begin with. Doesn't she realize that moving in with you would be a lot more work than the money she'd get from you?
About that. You see, I assume that you know that your father is invested in some stocks, right? Well, those belong to you now. I don't really know how it all works, but your dad made some investments in a bunch of different places. I guess that's where he got all of those coupons and vouchers.
You mean like the times that he would have vouchers for restaurants and hotels and stuff?
Yes, those kinds of things. You remember how your dad would always like to treat us. Of course, he got quite lonely after your brother went to go and study abroad. That's why he would always insist on going to eat as a family when Jake was in town.
I had no idea that that's where Dad was getting all of those vouchers from, though.
Well, anyways, as he got older, your dad went to eat out less and less, but if he was getting all of those vouchers, we can only imagine what he was investing in.
You mean to say that you think he was actually sitting on quite a bit of money this whole time?
Yes, but I was giving some of those vouchers to Miranda just because I couldn't use them all, and apparently that's why she thinks that I actually have all the money. I tried explaining to her that she had it all wrong, but she just insisted that I was hiding money from her so that I could give it all to you.
So that's what this is all about. She thinks that you might be sitting on all kinds of nice expensive stocks, and that's why she wants to move in so badly.
Yes, I think that's what's going on, but I'm so sorry to get you involved. I tried calling Jake to ask him to speak to Miranda about her behavior, but it's so difficult to get a hold of him since he's away.
Well, I think that this time of year he's actually really busy with work, isn't he? And since our afternoon is night there, the time just isn't good to call.
I know, but I don't know if I can wait until he's finally back home to be able to talk to him about this. And so I think we'll just have to deal with Miranda ourselves.
Well, don't worry, Mom. You're not alone. I know that Jake is far away, but I'm still here for you. I'm sure that we can think of a way to deal with her. But you've had a stressful enough time dealing with the funeral and the estate management and all of that, so you just rest for now.
I won't lie, I'm quite tired and I really don't want to deal with this.
Well, I would really love to take you out to eat somewhere nice. Just like old times, Mom. Maybe we could talk a little bit about this while we eat.
Hello there. I see that you haven't packed up any of your things at all yet. I thought I told you that I wanted you out of the house before I got here, didn't I? Well, I'm here, so get out.
Oh, Miranda, you're already here. I actually can't believe that you actually came.
Why are you so surprised? I told you that I was going to be moving in with your mom, didn't I? So why don't you pack up your bags and beat it already?
You know, I was talking with my mom, and she told me that she told you not to move in with her. So it sounds to me like you're making this decision on your own, against my mom's wishes.
Yeah, your mom did say no, but I know she was only doing that to try and run cover for you. Obviously, she wouldn't agree to something that involved kicking you out of the house. But I know that she secretly really wants this to happen, and so that's why I'm going to just take matters into my own hands.
Are you serious? Do you really think that's okay?
Oh, don't worry. If you don't like it, you can talk to your brother about it when he gets back here in 2 years. But the point is that I am much more suited to be taking care of your mom than you are. Honestly, you all should be so grateful for what I'm doing for you. Like helping you finally get the courage to move out of this house like I've been telling you to.
For the last time, I am not the recluse that you think I am. But I do know that you're nothing but a gold digger. You're pretending to do this for my mom, but it's so obvious you're only interested in the money my dad left behind.
How could you say that about me? What is the matter with you? Do you really think that I would just do that? Just because you're a leech on your mom doesn't mean I am as well. So how about you quit projecting what you're actually doing onto me, who isn't doing anything at all? Now just hurry up and move out so that I can take your place living with your mom. You've been living here for free long enough. Now it's my turn for the easy life. And since I'm going to be taking care of your mom, you should know that I'll be expecting to be paid for my work as well.
You want to be paid for living with my mom? What do you want, like $2,000 a month?
Only $2,000 a month? I will be taking care of your mom 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I think that you're going to have to come up with something a bit more impressive than a measly $2,000 a month. I want at least $100,000 a year for the work that I'll be doing taking care of your mom.
Honestly, why don't you just say that you're after my dad's money? It would be more honest at this point.
You have no idea what you're talking about. I am not trying to steal anything. I'm only trying to make sure that I am fairly compensated. I'm not doing anything with this at all.
I mean, this is literally just 1 or 2 steps away from money laundering at this point.
I'm telling you that I'm not after your family's money, but if I am going to be taking care of your mom, then isn't it only fair that I get paid for all my efforts? Why do you think I went through the trouble of bringing my mom here as well?
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that you and your mom are going to be moving in here?
Of course. I have figured that your mom could use another old woman in the house to chat with, so I brought my mom along to keep her company. You see, it's not just me. It's me and my mom coming to move in.
I really don't know what to say to that at all.
Well, the thing is that my mom's old apartments are marked for demolition, so I needed to find a new place where she could live anyways. This is kind of like getting 2 birds with 1 stone when you think about it. So not only am I moving in, but I'm also bringing in a friend for your mom. That's more than you can say that you've done for her, isn't it? Besides, your mom's house is so big that there is plenty of room for the 3 of us.
I really just don't even know what to say to you anymore.
How about you tell me that you have finally started packing your things and that you're getting ready to leave? Because I want to give your room to my mom.
You really want me out of the house badly, don't you? This really is about more than just my dad's money, isn't it?
Let's just say I'm so glad to have come over while you and your mom are out. You've made taking the house from you so much easier.
I'm sorry, but you stepping into this house is the closest you're going to get to what you want.
And just how are you going to stop me from doing anything when I'm already here and you're nowhere to be found, huh? You can't do anything to me. I have all the power here. And if you're not going to come back here and get your things, then I'll just have to throw them out myself. I'll leave you with nothing.
Okay, fine. I'll be out of the house by the end of the day.
Finally, I knew that you'd see reason soon enough. Now hurry up and leave the house already, you no-good little parasite.
But you should know that I'm going to be taking my mom with me, and you'll never see either of us again.
What in the world are you even talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that we're not at home right now, because we're looking at a new place to move into. We're going to move into a new home.
Now, hold on for 1 second. I never asked you to take your mom with you. You're the only one that I want to move out of here. Why do you have to take your mom with you too?
Because I talked to my mom about this, and this is what she wants. She told me that she didn't want to live with someone who tossed her daughter out on the street.
But you're the one dragging your own mom out of her own home over this. I mean, I bet that you're forcing your mom to pay for your new home right now, aren't you? You're always saying how I'm after your family's money when you're the one that's really trying to use it all up so there's nothing left. Well, how about I call the cops and report the elder abuse that's going on right now?
You are more than welcome to call whoever you want about this. There isn't going to be anything you can do at all. And just why would you go and annoy the police with something stupid like this anyways? By the way, you should know that my mom is here with me. In fact, she has something she'd like to say to you.
Hello there, Miranda. I'm so sorry that we couldn't have this conversation face to face. Wait, hold on. Is that really you? Now, look, let me explain. I understand how you feel about your daughter, but I think that we need to step back and really think about this rationally, right? I mean, can't you see she's just using you for your money? She's nothing but a parasite. I'm sorry to burst your little bubble, but if anyone is a parasite here, I'm afraid that it's me. You see, I wouldn't be able to live without all of the help Brittany gives to me. She's even being kind enough to pay for this new place that we're moving into, so why would I turn down this chance to avoid living with you and your mom? Wait, what do you mean Brittany is going to be paying for the new house? I know, isn't it so exciting? We're going to be moving into this lovely condo. I've always wanted to try living in a place like this. Hold it. You all are going to be moving into a condo together? But I don't get it. How could a little weirdo shut-in like Brittany be able to afford a place like that? I suppose you really have no idea about what it is that my daughter does to make a living. She's a day trader who learned all of her tricks from her father. And I think that if I'm not mistaken, she takes him about $200,000 a year as profit. Wait, what? You're telling me that the reason Brittany spends so much time at home is really because she's trading stocks? Yes, it is quite funny, isn't it? My son wants to travel all over the world to make a living, and my daughter prefers to make it from the comfort of her home. I still think it's so funny just how different my children ended up from each other. But then, what about those vouchers that you gave me earlier? I thought you said that you got vouchers from your late husband and that you couldn't use them all. Well, that's correct. I did used to get vouchers from my husband, but now I get them from Brittany. But I still can't use them all, and so I gave some to you as well. I suppose you thought that both Brittany and I were just living off of what my late husband left for us, didn't you? But, I mean, I thought that you were hiding a bunch of money from me. And if you're getting vouchers from places where you're investing, then that must mean you have a lot of money with them. Yes, well, I used up all the money that my husband left me quite a bit ago. I only have a few stocks of his that I haven't sold yet. But otherwise, Brittany has basically been using all her own money to take care of me. After all, I really only get my retirement money now, and that's hardly enough to live off of. But you should also know that since I'm going to be moving out, I'm planning on selling the house as well. We were going to send movers to take our stuff from there to our new place, though. Wait, you were going to sell the house? But then, where are my mom and I supposed to live? Well, that really isn't my problem, dear. But anyways, don't touch any of my belongings or else I'll know. Anyways, sounds to me like you've got some apartment hunting to do as well. Good luck.
After, my mom and I moved into our new place. We finally got a hold of Jake. He asked us why our background looked different, and we were finally able to explain to him about what we'd been through and why we moved into a new condo. Jake was so embarrassed about how Miranda treated us that he divorced her from abroad. Miranda did her best to try and fight the process, but with worrying about finding a new place for her and her mom and finding a new job to be able to take care of them, she agreed to divorce for a small settlement fee. It was barely enough to cover the down payment on their new apartment, however. Obviously, this isn't how I wanted things to go down between Miranda and my family, but I'm just glad that I was able to protect my mother and myself, and that Jake seems to be okay with the divorce now that he understands who his wife really is.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.